being on our How Seattle Are You topic,
Mm-hmm.
people always ask when they come in town, like, does Seattle have an accent? What's Seattle's accent? So, what are some of the things that people from Seattle say, or you guys feel like make the Seattle accent?
I think most people say no, but that's because we don't be we think, of course, we mastered perfect English. Like we I think that every Seattle person has a white voice. Like they have that ability to do that because yeah, to code switch to a certain degree. Because other people code switch and they are fake in it. Like their whole accents like off. Like people who down south, if they were to throw on a white voice, I'd be like, that is not you. But here it's you, but you're just manipulating it, you know. But it's you. That's what kind of lingo, because we're too similar with the Bay. Like even the Bay, like they code switch, but the white people there, they know the lingo, they know the street lingo, so you can throw that in there sometimes. And that's just a little yeah, West Coast connection. Like when me and Jorge and Cody went down to the Bay, like our experience there, like being with the Levi's people in that you know, in that same room, that same vicinity, to where you're getting that personal, like you get to pick up off of people's actual personal talk. They talk like normal people, like, you know, who are cultured, you know. They're not really talking like, oh, you have to have a certain etiquette about yourself or anything like that. So
Yeah, we talk really urban. Like,
yeah,
but like I feel like a word like filthy, even in California, don't even use that one.
yeah. I feel like
Explain what filthy means.
filthy, when you're filthy, and yeah, they use that in the Bay, obviously, filthy rich, but filthy is like you got that swag, you got that, you're just overall it, like, type thing. Same thing with, like, we invented a few words up here, you know, to be honest. That derailed me, like,
Yeah, people might not understand. Like, oh, you trying to real?
yeah, like if I was to say reeled you, like, that'd be like, I mean, in a sense of using the word real, like you reeled me in, like, type shit, but without an intent to like you reeled me in, yeah, like left me hanging type shit, like, oh, you reeled me. Or if, like, you know, if someone was exactly, you know, yeah, that. And then of course there's the Tacoma founded term hut, you know, when, and this is big props to Tacoma, because, you know, this is a great word to use. Obviously, it's in our lingo and everything. Hut is like, it's over. In Seattle lingo, we used to say Overton because of Vanoy Overton, who went to Garfield and played for UW. But we would be like, oh, it's Overton, it's Hutterton. Like we'd put a ton on everything. Facts. And that was too wavy. Like, really, I feel like that whole Seattle scene, like growing up, like there was almost like a new word almost like every year type thing. Because then out of nowhere we started calling parties functions. I'm not gonna cap. I mean, I kind of founded the word a little bit, because I mean, eventually named the bong after it. But chipping, whenever we'd be like, oh, you're chipping, it'd be like, that was literally like something that we started with our inner circle, because it started in 2K. Like, if you're down, like in our 2K, like, games would be hot, like growing up. Like, they were always intense because we had so many people, like, you know, of course at the house, like, you know, in the tournament and everything, but they get intense because it's just the pros and everything. And whenever, like, you know, we do like halftime, like, you know, little interviews and stuff like that, and it was me who, you know, every time anybody come up to me, I'd be like, I'm just chipping. Even when you're winning, you're chipping. If you're losing, you're chipping. You're always chipping. So we just took that lingo and correlated to everyday life. Like, you know, how's your day going? Oh, I'm chipping. Like, that means that you're just getting it through. Like, you know. Exactly. So, like, bringing that slang to the table, chipping, active. I feel like not everybody says active, you know.
And I feel like overall we short on the words.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Facts.
If that's gonna be Washington, I think that's it. What high school did you go to?
Renton. And that's one thing. That's yeah. That's yeah. Facts. Facts. Nah, it's the T. It's the T. We don't pronounce our T's. And I was just about to get to that. That's actually scientifically proven. So our official slang, like Seattle, Washington slang, is we don't pronounce our T's. When people say Seattle, like I just said, Seattle, it sounds like with a D. Seattle. But there's real people outside of Seattle that Seattle. Like I can't say that. Like Seattle. Like
Think about when they call it Seattleites. Like we can't say Seattleite.
Yeah,
Some other Seattleite.
yeah.
We do, that's facts. We do not pronounce T's.
Yeah, we come on. R.I.P. to T though. Rich Relly. That's the only T that we pronounce. For real. Come on. And there's a lot of lingo that obviously is just indoctrined with us. Like we say South End. That's always been around. Like since I was born, South End. Like my parents came up with that. Like their generation came up with that. Like maybe even before then. Like it's been like that for a while. And to shed some light on it, just I don't know, talk about it just to shed some light on it. The real reason why Seattle is the town and will always be the town. Tacoma's never been the town, never will be the town, because this is historically proven. So for y'all watching out there, this is some real, insight of what I'm gonna give you. So when Washington was made as a state, their main city was Tacoma. Tacoma was the city. It's always been the city. But Tacoma went through Great Depressions. It went through droughts and everything. Seattle was supposed to be the kind of sideline city because Tacoma's port's bigger. So they were always the city. But Seattle started as a town. Actually, it started as a village. And then it became a town. It was a town for a long time. And it was the town of Seattle. It's not the city of Seattle. The town of Seattle. So I come from the town. I'm native. Technically, it's a village, but I grew up in a village. It takes a village to raise a person. I grew up in the village of the Central District, but I'm from the town, Seattle. We became a city afterwards because everybody wanted to come to Seattle after that, But Tacoma started out as the city historically. They were supposed to be the number one city in the Northwest. They had all the railroads over here. They had the logging industry booming, and people just got tired of that funk. Come on, Seattle will always be the town now. So that's how Seattle I am.